Alright guys, so I'm gonna make a forge. I've already dabbled in it a little bit. As you can see, that hole right there filled with water was my first attempt, but with the recent weather, it's made that rather difficult. So what my plan is I'm gonna take that, cut the top of it out the size that I want, and then also of this old truck in my yard, I'm going to take that brake drum off, and that is going to be essentially the forge. The crucible? No, crucible's for smelting. But either way, that's what I'll have my coal set in, and in that I will cut a hole in the side of that propane tank, and I have a piece of pipe that I will put a little bend in so it's blowing up closer to the brake drum, and put a hairdryer on it, and then we will have some fun with some railroad spikes, hopefully. Alright guys, something I wanted to go over before you guys just started grinding into the top of an old propane tank. There is a method to it, at least if you don't want a chance of old propane, maybe fresh propane, I don't know. And sparks. Together they go boom. So, what I did, as you can see, in the top I drilled 4 holes. 2 is fine, as long as there's one for air to come in and one for air to come out. That's all you really need. 4, just because I want the process to go a little bit faster. Go slow, drill slow, use grease. And then after that, you take it, and I already happen to have this because it's been raining, and submerge it. As you can see, the air coming out, it is forcing the old gas out, and you can smell it, or I can smell it. And you just let it till the air stops, and empty the water out. Cut it in half, cut it open, and that's all you got. So I ended up doing this the next day. Just started drinking last night and never finished it. Slacker, I know. But got the hole cut out of it, out the top of it, and got the brake drum down inside of it. Now I was going to have that elbow that I just had laying around help force air up, but I don't know if that might be too close for it might melt, which I guess I can try it, and worst case scenario I can just reach my hand in there and pull it out. But what I'm gonna do is go ahead and make the cover to cover all these holes in, and screen for that so coal doesn't get down inside of it. I did, which I guess if I would have done it correctly the first time, it would have went fine, but I had to beat that drum inside of there. So now it's in there pretty tight, which I guess I can beat it out with a hammer if I need to. I don't see why I would ever need to take it out, empty it, but I guess I can empty it through that hole on the side. But let me get that top made and be right back. So we got that in. And I just drilled some holes in there. Kind of beat it into that bigger hole so that it's secure. I think that'll be fine. Next step, we're going to go ahead and get it hooked up. And I think I'm just going to use some Kingsford charcoal for right now. I'm going to make some pine charcoal because I have an abundance of it, or pine anyway. I'm going to try a couple things out and make some pine charcoal, and I'm sure that'll be another video. We're ready. Got it going. There's the whole setup. Rocking and rolling. Wow. I know Kingsford is not ideal. Before all y'all say, well, you shouldn't use that. But it's just a test right now. It's not what I'm going to be investing in to use long term. So we're going to let it roll a little bit. And I got a punch from a Hilti gun. We're going to go ahead and round out the end of it and make it an actual punch. Do that.
All right. I hope you can hear me. There it is. Red hot. This seems familiar. Okay, I'm gonna put it back on. It's working. It's working. It's working fine and dandy, minus my inexperience.
All right, well, forge worked successfully. I made punch. Unfortunately, my ill experience in hardening it, it broke. So, I've got it back on the forge. To heat it up again, I'll make it into another. I'll put the point on it again, and it'll just be a shorter punch. But I'll harden it correctly this time. But success. It worked. There it is. It's ashy. Those Kingsford briquettes like being like making a lot of ash. Next thing I'm going to try to do is I'm going to attempt to make some charcoal. I don't know if I like the idea the way that is right now, but it'll be another video regardless of whichever way I do it. So if you like, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. There'll be more. Just tinkerings and this, that, and the other. Stuff like this. I'm going to actually make a smeltery and do some aluminum can melting, so on and so forth. So hit that subscribe button and come on back. Thank you.